Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. The Prime Minister insists he's not even contemplating a loss at the upcoming federal election, refusing to be drawn on whether he will stand down if the coalition is voted out. Scott Morrison has told the ABC he's planning on returning, refusing to even entertain the idea of a hung parliament.
I'm not speculating on these scenarios, Lee, because my scenario, the scenario that my team is working for, is not to have a weakened parliament, not to have a government that has to negotiate for its existence every day.
The coalition is set to release its policy costings today. It will show a $1 billion improvement to the bottom line since the March budget, while Labor will unveil plans for a $1.5 billion medical manufacturing fund. The opposition leader will start the day in Perth. Millions of Australians will be entitled to 10 days paid domestic violence leave after a decision by the Fair Work Commission. It will be available to 2.6 million workers covered by the modern award system. 18 women have been killed by their partners in Australia so far this year. If you or someone you know needs help, you can call 1-800-RESPECT. Overseas, Sweden's parliament has rubber-stamped a plan to join NATO. The Swedish PM, Magdalena Andersson, says Russia's invasion of Ukraine prompted the move, breaking 2 centuries of neutrality.
Despite the fact that non-alignment has served us well in over 200 years, my assessment is that it won't serve us as well in the future. It is the government's hope to come to the broadest possible support.
While McDonald's has confirmed it will wrap up operations in Russia as the invasion of Ukraine continues, the fast food giant says business is no longer tenable or in line with their values. And we're being urged to get a blood pressure check on this World Hypertension Day. Sharon McGowan from the Stroke Foundation says it's the single biggest factor for stroke, and for most Australians, they have no idea if they're at risk.
The first thing is getting a check, making yourself aware and taking active steps to keep it normal.
In sport, in the NRL, and the Bulldogs are working to sort out an interim coach after Trent Barrett stood down. General Manager of Football Phil Gould is set to meet with staff today. Aussie golfer Minjee Lee has taken out the Founders' Cup by 2 shots. And in tennis, Daria Gavrilova is in action tonight at the Strasbourg International. For even more sports news, make sure you check out the Sports Update. You'll find it wherever you're listening to this show. In entertainment news, and Ryan Gosling is heading down under. The Hollywood star will call Sydney home this year as he shoots a big screen version of the 80s TV series The Fall Guy. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.